Hello and welcome to a special Sudoku. This is another puzzle from 24, and it is based on, or I guess inspired by, the X windmill rule set that I was inspired to make from Janet's comment a long time ago now. But, anyways, this is the puzzle. It's called X Windmill by 24. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in rotationally symmetrical cells must sum to 10. Digits along thermometers strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. Digits in cages may not repeat and sum to the number in the corner of the cage. All right, so what are we supposed to do with this? Well, we'll start with our rotationally symmetric rule. So rotationally symmetric cells must sum to 10. So 24 gives a specific example. Row 2, column 7, plus row 8, column 3, equal 10. So when you sum these together, they both equal 10. And that's true for any quote-unquote rotationally symmetric pair. That's a pair where if you draw a line through the center, you kind of, go across that line to get the related digit. I liked to do it, I had an explanation that was a more mathematical way to think about it. If you look at the row numbers, row 2 and row 8, and you add them together, you get 10. If you look at the column numbers, column 3, column 7, and you add them together, you get 10. So when you have digits that have the rows that sum to 10 and the columns that sum to 10, that is a stricter definition of what rotationally symmetric really means. But as you do these puzzles more, I guess hopefully as this rule set maybe catches on, or maybe we do more puzzles with this rule set, then you'll start to get a better intuition of how the pattern works. Then we have digits along thermometer strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So here is a bulb, here's a bulb. These are the tips. So as we move from the bulb to the tip, the numbers must increase. All that means is that whatever digit this is, it must be greater than this digit is greater than this digit, and so on and so forth up the thermometer for each thermometer. Then we have our killer cages. So digits in cages may not repeat and sum to the number in the corner cage. The cage are these dotted dashed regions, and we can see we have 4 of them in the grid today. And these 4 cages indicate the sum. So these 4 digits sum to 19. These digits must sum to 16. But something that's actually interesting that comes about from the X windmill rule set is that if you think about the opposite pairs, right? The related, or did I do that backwards? See, now I'm struggling with the rule set here. So if you think about the opposite pairs, right? They must sum to 10. So what that tells us actually is that these 2 sets of digits must sum to 21. Or, sorry, these 2 sets of digits must sum to 40, which means that these digits over here, these 4, sum to 21. That's just because this plus this sum to 10, this plus this sum to 10. So if you do that for all 4 digits, or sets of digits, that's 40, right? And that's the same for anything. 17 leaves us with I can do math, 13, right? 17 leaves us with 13, 9 leaves us with 21, right? 16 would leave us with what? 16 would leave us with 24, right? So those pairs could come in handy. I don't know if it will, but it is quite interesting that technically when you get a cage in an X windmill Sudoku, you also get like a virtual cage on the other side. Anyways, all that rambling aside, those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so one key thing to note with an X windmill Sudoku is that you will always, no matter what, you will always know what digit goes in the center. And if you don't immediately see it, then I want you to think about how these pairs work. So, whatever digit you try to place, it has to be from the set of 1 to 9. And if you try to place a 1 here, well, right, where would the 9 go, right? The 9, if you tried to place the 9 here, well, then it would need the rotationally symmetric pair, which would be 1. And that happens with 2, 8, 3, 7, and 4, 6, right? Our 10 sums. But 5 is this outlier, right? 5 doesn't have another thing that it sums with to make 10, except for itself, 5, which means that digit will always be placed in the center of an X windmill Sudoku. So, yeah, and it is a five length thermo, so we do just place 6, 7, 8, and 9. And as a result, we can then place 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then, so how do we make, actually this is even better. Ready? 8. So let's actually use the cage rule that we were talking about. 8, right, is our remainder here. That means over here, this is 12, right? Because these sets sum to 20, so 8 minus, or 20 minus 8, the other way around, is 12. So 12 from 17 is 5. So actually we get 5 here and here. Now, okay, now this is important because now we should be able to resolve this because 8 in 2 digits would either be 1 7, 2 6, or 3 5. But it can't be 1 7 and it can't be 3 5 now. So it must be 2 6, which means we know the order. And 6 gives us 4 here, and we get 8 here. And let's check that this sums. Yep, 4, 8 sum to 12 as expected. And here we go. Now, oh, this can't be 8. 7, 8, 9. Oh, this can't. Okay, so this can't be. So I'm thinking about this thermo real quick. And I think this makes sense. So this can't you can't end off, right? If we're thinking about how we either maximize or minimize the thermo. I was thinking about how we maximize the thermo because I saw this 8 staring across here. It couldn't be 7, 8, 9, right? So this couldn't be 7, but it also can't be 5 or 6. So that means this is either 3 or 4. If it's 4, then we have some options, and if it's 3, we have some options. But that does limit us here because this must be 1. Yeah, I think that's it. This has to be 1, and this is 9. Yeah, because if this is 4, this can't be 5 or 6. It has to be 7, and that would be 7, 8, 9, and that would break. So yes, we are correct there. And then 1, let's go somewhere here, which I guess 9, oh, and 8 as well. 9 has to go somewhere here, and 8 has to go somewhere here. And maybe that's more interesting, 8 having to go somewhere here, because, yeah, because 8 in the 16 cage, yeah, we can come back to 9 in the 19 cage, but 8 in the 16 cage leaves us with 8 remainder. So, and actually, we can do even better because I'm noticing we can remove 8 from the center there. But anyways, 8 then in 3 digits, because 16 minus 8 is 8. So 8 in 3 digits requires a 1. So if it requires a 1, then one of these has to be 1, which means one of these has to be 9, and this can't be 9. So I think that means this has to be 9, this has to be 2, which means this is 1, this is 8. Then we're left with 7 in 2 digits without using 1, so it's either 2, 5 or 3, 4. 2, 5 or 3, 4. This could be 5 because you could go 5 here. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2, 5, and then we'll go 3, 4, 3, 4. I don't know the order, but 3, 4. I guess maybe we should port these options over here, right? 2, 3, 4 is 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5 is 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Which I guess makes sense because 3 could never lead to 4. This could be 5, 6, 7. It can't be 8. This actually can't be 9. So this has to be 8. This can be 7 or 6 because this could be 6, 5, 4. So I think that's fine. 6, 7, 8 does bring 2, 3, 4 down here. I don't think that's immediately helpful though. 654, 653. Yeah, we're fine on that front. So so maybe I have to think about 19. Can 19 have 9 in it? We need to make 10 in 3 digits. 10 in 3 digits has options. Oh, but it can't have 5. One second, I just noticed 5 staring down here. So so 10, because yeah, we can never have. Oh, and actually, wait a second. Oh, because I'm sorry. Okay. Actually, that's really interesting. 5 by Sudoku in here goes in one of these two cells, which actually means this can't be 5, which means this must be 5, this must be 2. If this is 5, then this is 5, and this is 8. This can't be 8 anymore. This can't be 2 anymore. So actually, I'm glad that I noticed that, the 5, because I was like, wait a second, if 5 goes here, then we have no options for 5. But that's because I forgot that 5 could be in the 16 cage. So now, if that's the case, then 4, 3, 3, 3 gives us 7. 7 now from 19 is 12. So if we place 9 here, it would have to be 2, 1, which it can't be because, yeah, because it has to add to 3 and we can't have 2. So actually, we do know where 9 goes. 9 goes here, 1 goes here. And the next best thing that we can do is try to place a 6 in here. If we don't place a 6, then the best that we can do, well, I guess we could put 6 here, couldn't we? Let's say 6 doesn't go in the 19 cage. Then we need to make up 12 without using 6. Um, oh, and without using 5, actually. So we can't do that. So I think 6 does have to go in here. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. And then we have to make up 6 in 2 digits. And that would either, it can't be 1, 5, so it would have to be 2, 4. So I think this has to be 6 here with 4 here. Oh, wait, no, but we can't use 2? Oh, wait a second. We can't use 2. So, hmm. We do know where 2 goes. So let's actually just place that. Sudoku, right? 2 is placed by Sudoku. Then what are we still missing? We are missing still 3, 6, and... Oh, I'm blanking. 3, 6, and 4. So 6 does have to go here. This becomes a 3 here, a 4 here. But that doesn't work. Or can I... No, 16 and then 3. We need 3 again. 5. Oh, this doesn't have... Oh my goodness. How did I do that? Let's go back. Let's go back. Because clearly I messed something up here. If I place 5 here, this is not 4. I don't know how I placed 4. 5 leaves us with 3, 4. Okay. Completely don't know what I did there. Sorry about that. 3, 4 leaves us with um, 6, 7. All right. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake there. I apologize for that. That really threw us off. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But this is still valid here. 2, this is still valid here to give us 8. I think that's all valid. It was just for some reason I ported 4 over here when for a few reasons, not only just the symmetrical, like rotationally symmetric rule, but also just Sudoku, this couldn't have been 4. So, hmm. All right, well, 2 definitely can't go in the cage. So 2 ends up here with 8 ending up here. But can we do anything else now? 5, definitely, we have an idea of what's happening with 5. Um, Yeah, that really threw us off there. So let's take a look. 4 from this column, because this 4 can only go here. And then we're still missing 2, 3, and 6, where this can't be 2. So 4 gives us 6, and 2, 3, 6 is 4, 7, 8, where this can't be 8, right? Because that can't be 2. But this triple does give us what? It gives us 1, 7. Not immediate. Oh, I am immediately seeing the implication of that, because 1, 7 says this can't be 1 anymore, which means this must be the 1. And if this is 1, then this is 9. So now we do have 9 in the 19 cage. 1, 7 is 3, 9. And then now we need, okay, so 9 from 19 is 10. So 10 in 3 digits. How are we going to do that? If this is 7, then this is how we accidentally broke it the last time, but now we can actually prove properly why this can't be 7. If this was 7, then you'd have to make 3 in 2 digits, and we can't use 2, so it's not going to be possible. So it must be 6. It must be 4 in 2 digits, which is 1, 3. 6 gives us 4. 1 is 9. 3 is 7. And then, what are we missing now? 2, 4, and 7. Oh, 1, 1, 7. Here we go. 7, 1. And 9 gives us 3, 9. And now this might be a little bit better because we're missing what? We're missing 2 and 3. Yeah, so this is 2, this is 3. 2 gives us 8 here, 7 here. And then we're missing, what did I say? 4, 7. 3, 6. And what haven't we thought about yet? Oh, this. 6, 4. 4 gives us 7, 4. 4 gives us 4 here. This becomes 7, 8, but we know the order. 8, 7. And if we look, we should be able to do all the same stuff over here, right? 6, 3, 6. With a 3 in the corner. 6, and then what are we still missing? 3, 2. And everything seems to match up rotationally, so I think we're okay there. We're missing what? We're missing 5 and 6, and we can place that. 5, 6. 5 gets thrown over here. This is 4. Then 1 and 3. All right, not 1 and 3, though. Now where does 9 go? Can 9 go here? The answer is no. So this is 9, 7. This must be 8, 8, 2. This is 1, this is 3. And now it's just kind of Sudoku. I guess rotational symmetry will also come into play, but yeah. Let's take a look. We're missing what? We're missing 3, 5, and 4. Okay, 4, 5 gives us 3. 3 gives us 7, so that's our rotational symmetry. 4, 5 gives us 5 here. 4 here gives us 5 here. 6 here. We're missing 2, we're missing 8. We're missing 1 and 9. All right, that's not resolved yet, but soon enough. We're looking at what? 2, which goes here, which gives us 8. We're looking at 7 and 9, and this must be 7. This must be 9. 9 gives us 1 here, 9 here, 1, 1 here, and to finish us off, we're missing 3, and we are done. That is 15 minutes and 12 seconds for our X windmill by 24. So really great to see this rule set being used. Right away, you know, if you're familiar with it, you'd know the 5 goes in the center, or if you, again, like I said, worked through it, you would have been able to get that, and I guess everything kind of unfolded nicely from there. Hopefully you didn't do what I did and try to place a 4 where it didn't belong, because that really messed us up there. That was like a whole other tangent. I don't know how many minutes I spent trying to unravel that, but yeah, this was a very, very fun puzzle. I'm excited to see other applications for this rule set. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.